Hello and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events, recording this Thursday, April the 5th, 10:50 in the morning. It was a cold morning. Some places at or below freezing, frost, northeast Arkansas, northern Arkansas last night, and we're not done yet. And still, I anticipate thunderstorms, some strong, possibly severe. We're going to go through that right here on this blog video, plus the colder air that's going to follow, wind chill readings are going to be down there, and yes, I still think that there will be at least a little wintry weather, especially northern, maybe western Arkansas, in the form of sleet and or snow. It'd be light if it does happen. I don't expect much, if any, accumulation out of this, but it's just one of those jaw-dropping but not accumulating things that we're going to experience coming up for portions of the state late Friday night and Saturday morning. Beyond the scope, though, the other thing that I really want to start getting at here on the weather blog and start talking about, and I'll have more on this, especially this weekend, and then more on the blog here, the threat for more severe weather later next week. There's going to be another potent storm system. How it plays out is impossible to tell this far out, but just know that there's something else to watch towards the end of next week. 3-kilometer NAM, North American model, from weatherbell.com. Simulated radar. I think that we're going to start to see, let me just go straight to simulated radar to tomorrow morning. This is at 7 a.m. And you already see, and I think for the most part, this is not severe, but you see some thunderstorms developing tomorrow morning, scattered across much of the central portions of the state and western areas of the state. And it wouldn't be impossible. I mean, you may have some thunder and lightning. It wouldn't be impossible for some tiny hail out of this. But that moves through the state tomorrow morning. And you can see that there's some cores with this, and there may be some small hail with some of this coming up tomorrow morning. Anyway, then we're going to start to pay our attention and our focus to tomorrow afternoon, evening, especially in this area of the state, where there could be some instability. I'm going to look at Cape here in just a little bit. This is brand new data that just came in this morning. So this is at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and this is the area of the state that has to be monitored for a wind and hail threat. You can't rule out an isolated tornado, but it appears to be wind and hail. And then it quickly moves into southern Arkansas. This is at 7 o'clock, and if there's any severe weather, according to this model, again, it's just according to this model, it's going to be across this portion of the state here, and then it moves out in the northern areas of Louisiana. Let me change this to precip type. Whoops. So you see across northern Arkansas, especially Saturday, there's some that could happen across northern Arkansas Saturday morning. Some sleet, maybe some snowflakes, and that may even extend into further east in the areas of northeastern Arkansas. But watch what happens with this coming out of Oklahoma Saturday morning. I think there could be some sleet pellets with this, light rain and sleet pellets, even into central Arkansas. It's a very, very low chance. It wouldn't accumulate to anything, but it would be light and scattered coming up Saturday morning. You look at the simulated radar, and you see an area of rain, and you see these areas here in this purple line. That's the 32-degree line. I'm going to show you temperatures in just a little bit too. So I don't think it would be impossible to have some sleet pellets with that. All right, Cape. I just want to take a look at this if I can find the parameter here. There it is. And back up to Friday. Yeah, that's what I suspected. Again, this is brand new model data. This is surface-based Cape Friday afternoon, and it's confined to the southern 1 to 2 rows of counties. So if there's any significant severe weather, I think it's going to be in this area of the state, in North Louisiana and northeastern areas of Texas. Now on to temperatures. This is the big, let me back this up again. This is the 3-kilometer NAM. The cool air, this model keeps it quite cool Friday. There were other models, I think, yesterday that had it well into the 60s and 70s, further north into central Arkansas. But this is noon, and we're in the low 50s here, and the instability, the warmth, is confined here to southern Arkansas with this boundary. So then we go further into the afternoon, and the boundary sinks south, a very sharp gradient, 72 in El Dorado to lower 50s across northern Arkansas. And then it's Saturday night. Look at this cold air. You see another boundary coming through. There it is. And of course, obviously, it's doing a great job showing you the Ozarks, the colder air here, low to mid 30s. This is at 11 p.m. Friday. You see the cold air kind of coming down the east side of the Ozarks. down to the 167 corridor, 46 degrees, still well above freezing. Getting cooler in southern Arkansas. Let's just go straight to Saturday morning. This is at 7 a.m., mid-30s in central Arkansas, 20s. You see the Ozarks, and there it is, 20s. So again, like I said, if there's any light sprinkles around, it's all above freezing, and you could have a sleet pellet or two mixed in with that as well. And then you got 40s across southern Arkansas. Spring game, I mean, this is remarkable. This is 1 p.m., it's 44 degrees. This may be a little bit too cool, but most of the state Saturday afternoon in the 40s. 2 p.m. staying in the 40s. And then by the time everybody's heading home, we're still in the 40s, and it's going to be breezy as well. So it's quite remarkable, this air mass that's coming in. And with that, again, there's that threat for severe weather, and it's outlined by the Storm Prediction Center, and it's across western and southern Arkansas, basically from Queen Wilhelmina State Park, Rich Mountain, Mina, that area, to Mount Ida, to near Malvern, to just south of Pine Bluff, over to southern Arkansas County southward. In that yellow shaded area, there's a slight risk for severe weather coming up, especially tomorrow afternoon and evening. Wind is going to be a big deal too. Wind coming up tomorrow night, Friday night, and into Saturday morning. I think gusts could easily exceed 30 miles per hour, maybe approach 40 miles per hour out of the northeast, a northerly component, and wind advisories may be issued. Now, with that cold air, with that wind, look at the potential wind chills Saturday morning. Teens across northern Arkansas. Unbelievable. What is this? It's 7th, April 7th. These are wind chill values in the mid-20s in central Arkansas. It's almost unheard of. Now, what about record lows? Possible record low temperatures. And this is based off of, yes, I should have updated it, but the numbers haven't changed much. Saturday, the record low is 28 degrees. And then again, on Sunday morning, the record low, 28 degrees. Back in 2007, and I know the fruit growers in northern Arkansas especially are watching this very carefully. I think what made 2007 maybe, and I'm not 100% certain on this, but what made it different compared to this year is the fact that we had a lot of warm air prior to the freeze in 2007. So things were really blooming out, where it may not be such the case this year. There still could be damage, though, to the fruit crops of northern Arkansas coming up Sunday morning. But the Euro and the GFS have actual air temperatures in the mid-30s and the near freezing Sunday morning. To summarize, Friday morning we start with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Tiny hail wouldn't be impossible. Then later in the day, southern Arkansas, the risk for some severe weather is slight. Turning much colder tomorrow night, very windy. Friday night and Saturday morning, maybe a little wintry mix far northern Arkansas. I wouldn't doubt it Saturday morning further towards the south. Anything that falls would be light and would not accumulate, as it will be cold, but most of us will be above freezing, if it even happens at all. It shows a little bit of some moisture sneaking in here from Oklahoma. Just shaking your head going, what in the world? And again, later next week, pay attention. We'll keep you updated on that situation as well. Thank you so much for trusting us here at Channel 7. And thank you for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.